Welcome back to O-Level Oasis, your go-to space for mastering O-Level Biology 5090 without the stress. If you're aiming for an A-start grade, you're in the right place. Here, we simplify the syllabus, focus on what really matters, and help you understand and not just memorize every key concept. Whether you're revising or just getting started, this journey is all about building real confidence, lasting knowledge, and making biology truly yours. Alright, so, today we're starting a brand new topic, which is Chapter 6 of your syllabus, Plant Nutrition. This is one of the longer chapters, so get ready for a bit of a journey. But don't worry, we'll take it step by step, break everything down clearly, and make sure it all makes sense as we go. Let's dive in. Keep in mind, this chapter is divided into 3 main units, and we're starting with the first one, Unit 6.1, which focuses entirely on photosynthesis. And you can also see the list of syllabus specifications which we'll be covering, one at a time. So, without wasting any time, let's get started. So, we have this specification number 1, which says, understand that photosynthesis is the process by which plants make carbohydrates from raw materials using energy from light. This diagram shows how photosynthesis happens in a plant. The roots take in water and minerals from the soil, while the leaves absorb carbon dioxide from the air and capture sunlight. These inputs, shown by red arrows, are used in the leaves where chlorophyll uses sunlight to trigger a reaction between water and carbon dioxide. This reaction produces glucose, which the plant uses for energy and growth, and oxygen, which is released into the air. These outputs are shown by green arrows. Remember, water, carbon dioxide, and minerals are raw materials because they are substances the plant uses. Light is energy, not matter, so it's not a raw material. In short, the diagram shows how plants use sunlight, air, and water to make food and release oxygen, a process that supports life on Earth. Note this key definition for your exams. You must write this if they ask for the definition. Simply write that photosynthesis is the process by which plants make carbohydrates from raw materials using energy from light. To begin with, it's important to understand that all living organisms need food. Food provides the energy they need to carry out daily activities and supplies the essential materials for growth and repairing tissues. Now, while animals, like us, need to consume food from external sources, plants have a remarkable ability to make their own food. Unlike animals, plants do not eat. Instead, they manufacture their own food through a process known as photosynthesis. This is how green plants create glucose, a type of sugar, using carbon dioxide from the air and water from the soil. During this process, oxygen is also produced and released into the atmosphere as a byproduct. This oxygen is essential not only for plants but for almost all living organisms that rely on it for respiration. Now, for this entire process to happen, plants rely on a green pigment called chlorophyll, which is found in their leaves. Chlorophyll captures energy from sunlight. This light energy is what powers the chemical reactions that convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose. Let us now understand the process of photosynthesis, which is the way green plants prepare their food. It all begins with the absorption of raw materials. Carbon dioxide from the air enters the plant through tiny pores on the leaves called stomata, while water is taken up from the soil through the roots. Once the raw materials are in place, the plant moves to the next phase, light absorption. Here, a green pigment called chlorophyll, found in the chloroplasts of leaf cells, captures light energy from the sun. This absorbed light energy is then used in the final step, energy conversion. In this stage, the light energy is transformed into chemical energy, resulting in the formation of glucose, a simple sugar that serves as food for the plant. This entire process takes place within the chloroplasts, making them the powerhouse of photosynthesis. Once glucose is produced during photosynthesis, the plant does not always use it right away. Instead, it often converts this glucose into a storage form called starch. Glucose is a simple sugar, also known as a monomer. When many glucose molecules join together, they form starch, which is a larger, more complex substance known as a polymer. This transformation allows the plant to store energy for later use, especially during times when sunlight is not available, such as at night or during cloudy days. During the production of glucose, carbon dioxide from the air and water from the soil are used to create glucose and oxygen, all powered by the energy from sunlight. The oxygen, which the plant does not need for this process, is released into the air as a byproduct through the stomata in the leaves. So overall, photosynthesis not only produces food for the plant but also helps store energy in the form of starch and contributes oxygen to the environment, supporting life on Earth. Let's now explore the products of photosynthesis and how they are stored and used by the plant. The primary product of this process is glucose, which is a simple carbohydrate. This glucose is incredibly important for the plant's survival and growth. While some of it is used immediately to produce energy for various functions like growth, repair, and reproduction, a significant portion is stored for future use. The plant converts this excess glucose into starch, a storage form that it can draw on later when sunlight isn't available. But glucose is not only used for energy. It also plays a key role in forming other essential substances within the plant. For example, it is used to make cellulose, which is a strong material that builds and reinforces the plant's cell walls, helping the plant stay upright and protected. Glucose is also involved in the formation of proteins and other important molecules that support the plant's structure and function. So, in short, the glucose produced during photosynthesis is a versatile and vital product. It provides energy, supports growth, and helps build the very structure of the plant. So, this is how a simple glucose molecule, which is just a single unit called a monomer, gets stored in the form of starch. Starch is a much larger, chain-like molecule made up of many glucose units linked together. We call this kind of structure a polymer. This is the way plants store energy to use later.